every day. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are.
Welcome to another exciting episode of Feel It Real Fun on 12th of October 2021.
Yeah, that's right.
121021. No, it doesn't really work.
Stop.
21. No, that won't work either. Okay,
right.
And today's show is Feel It Real 101. How to feel it real. The power of forgetting versus fake it.
Fake it.
So what am I going to actually put in as the title?
We'll come up with something sexy.
Okay.
Remember, short is sexy. Somebody write that
Short
down.
is sexy.
Well, short is speedy.
Slow is fast. Oh, how does that one go?
Slow is smooth, smooth is fast.
That's
cool.
it.
All right, yo, Stephanie, yo, Angela, yo,
Hello.
Shazad, all the Triple D and M, man, and
Olive,
remarkable people
hello.
showing
Alessandra.
up. Alessandra.
Sort of.
Kind of.
Yeah.
Except for my hat, it goes both ways. Look at that.
Yeah, and actually they're both 20s hats. I just grab one whenever I feel
That's
like
right.
whatever I'm wearing.
That's right. The power of forgetting.
Hello, Brian.
I think that's good. I think Alessandra nailed
The
it.
power of forgetting.
The power of forgetting.
Very cool.
See?
We'll use that as a title.
All right, we'll forget the rest.
Yeah, versus faking it.
Yes. Triple D alone.
Excuse me. So
That's right.
go to freeneville.com.
Triple D Brian.
Join
Yeah,
the
221 email list.
Subscribe to
Pseudo.
the 221 email list and get a
Rambo.
pseudo random email
Pseudo.
every single day
Pseudo.
until
Rambo
you die.
goodness.
Join
Triple D
our
Dairy.
90-day adventure at manifestingmasterycourse.com.
Let's stop the presses, everyone. Stop them. Just stop them right now. Triple D, the doors are open for November. I know. Seriously. I know it's a couple weeks till it starts. It starts, I don't know, November the 8th or something.
So just so you guys know, it'll be all over by Christmas.
It'll all be over by Christmas,
Imagine that you'll have had the most amazing adventure,
Totally.
Dream DDD,
Right.
before Christmas.
And we will not have a call on Thanksgiving Day or anything like that. But here's the thing, guys. Right now, I've got 5 people that want a Remarkable, the year-long program that's already started
yesterday.
You're right. You can't get in. Every time we run a big program like this, we have people that come around later that want to get in. You can get in Triple D for November, right? November, beginning of December, right now.
Yeah.
So, do that or don't, right? And if you don't, feel free to send me an email. I still love you. But it's we talked about it for a month. And,
Yeah.
So, triple and the
And
D, Triple D.
for refunds, visit our YouTube channel, feelitrealfun.com.
Where you will probably watch a video that will tell you to sign up for Triple D, dreamdrivenday.com now.
Okay.
All right.
Hello, Adelaide.
So, Victoria.
Adeline. And Galaxy. And Valerie.
Valerie.
Yes. So, today's show is inspired by a reader email.
And then it was re-inspired, ignited even, sort of like you pour the gas on, by 2 private messages I got that we consolidated into
Same
one.
person?
No, negatory Big Ben.
Big Ben.
Yeah, negatory Big Ben. All right.
Get it.
All right.
Okay.
Maybe we'll have to watch that.
Oh, yeah, Joe.
All right. Triple D Remarkable
All right,
Joe.
so today's
Galaxy.
email went...
That's the way. I like it. Sorry, I am all excited since the doors for Triple D are officially open.
Okay, cool. Hello, Tabitha.
Tabitha.
Okay, so today's reader email said, once you imagine your wish fulfilled, do you forget it? Or do you have to imagine continually and act as if it were true until it materialises? I'm just a bit confused. Thanks in advance for your advice.
All right. So I'm going to answer this a couple different ways, right? Remember, I love poking fun at what doesn't work, and this is never poking fun at people because there's a lot of dumb shit out there, right?
Yeah.
So a long time ago, I had elbow problems, right?
Yeah.
October 26, 1989, right?
Yeah.
I was beat to death. And here's what I did. I read when I was 12 years old, a little younger than that. I was reading a book on how to survive riots, right? You wonder how you set shit in motion, right? And one of the things when you get into a riot, what you want to do is interlace your fingers behind your head, Pull your elbows together tight. Pull your knees up to your chest and cross your ankles. That protects your nuts and your guts, and the upper part protects your face, right?
Nuts and guts.
Because we like our face.
Hashtag nuts and guts.
So here's the problem.
Sounds like something you'd like to eat, actually. But anyway.
Oh yeah, the kanji, nuts and guts
Exactly.
kanji, right? Hashtag kanji, right?
Yes.
So here's the problem, though, right? Whenever you're like one of 200 people that are trying to escape from a prison, let's call that staff. And there's 2,400 inmates, let's call them like people with pitchforks, power tools, and fire, right? Yeah, there's a problem there, right? And the problem's this. When they're trying to kick your face in and you put your elbows up like that, they swell up to like twice the size as your knees.
But at least your face is okay.
But at least you still got your face. I only had a suborbital fracture here and something else, which was really weird because I had bruising here and a fracture here. It really fucked with the doctors because I'd look at it and go, that ain't right. So let's shake hands on that. But meanwhile, back at the what?
Ranch.
We haven't talked about that in a long time.
No.
So I had this mysterious nerve tissue soft. Nobody could diagnose the damn stuff, right? This was in 1989. So like in 2011 or so.
You came here.
Yeah, I'm hauling firewood, and I hurt to the point where I couldn't type. Right? And this old damage flaring up because I'm carrying around, like, is Australian firewood heavy or is it heavy?
It's heavy.
Show them a muscle.
Red gum. No, well, they've dropped a bit.
All
lately.
right.
But anyway.
Well, I got to tell you.
I got muscle, though.
Yeah, she got muscle. She can pin me down, like, anytime. Hashtag.
Right.
So long story short, I'm asked these questions. We're going to use these questions in one way to answer the question earlier, and we're going to use another way to answer it as well. So remember, the initial question was what?
So once you imagine your wish fulfilled, do you forget it? Or do you have to imagine continually and act as if it were true until it materialises?
Right.
And so from a private text...
Actually, from two private texts.
Two private texts.
That's right.
20 wrote. Or maybe the other person wrote.
The other person wrote.
The other person wrote.
Right, the other people.
Anonymous, right.
Anonymous.
I was wondering, how long did you imagine for your elbows to heal? How many times a day? For how many months? And what exactly were you imagining?
Alrighty, so let's answer those first couple questions. The first question was, how long did I imagine? I don't know. Next.
How many times a day?
I don't know.
How many months?
I don't know. But I'll tell you what I do know. Here's what I did. Every night I'd fall asleep, and like even when my elbows hurt, because hashtag hurt, right? I'd be falling asleep in the state of really being happy and satisfied with what I accomplished that day. Right? Yeah, because I can type like 90 words a second, right? Me and Dr. Brian.
And happy husband bringing in the firewood.
That too, right? A little bit of that. But I did. I brought in a lot of firewood after that, right?
Yes.
So.
And you typed a lot.
And I typed a lot, right?
Yes.
But I imagine, like literally, at the end of my day, I'm imagining like really being totally satisfied with what I accomplished. I write some shitty articles, right? And my early articles were crappy, right? But they worked for some reason, right? And I'm happy and satisfied about like what I did around the house. You know what I mean? Like, just feeling like I crushed it. And looking forward to more tomorrow versus like, fuck, I hurt all day. Oh, I get to wake up tomorrow and hurt more. Yes. Yeah. What time is it? It's 0500, whiskey o'clock, right? The O stands for morning, by the way, right?
Oh, it's not, oh my God. All right.
Yeah, oh my God, it's morning.
Yeah.
So, let's go back. Okay, so there's the thing, right? So I really didn't imagine. I imagine what implied the wish. I experienced what implied the wish was fulfilled, right? That thing of like falling asleep at night, right? And here's the cool thing. Let's go back to the original question, way up top.
Yeah, because one thing I was going to say actually, because you've answered the fourth question, which is what exactly were you imagining, and you just told us you did.
Yes.
Feeling happy and satisfied, and really, in a way, because the hurdy elbows, the firewood, none of that was what you imagined. You just imagined feeling happy and satisfied with what you'd achieved through the day, because it could have applied then to anything.
Now here's what's cool. Happy, loving husband likes to carry in some firewood. Right? I feel like he's actually done something to contribute to the warmth and safety of the household, right? I mean, like in Australia, you can't go out and shoot things, or we don't have guns, or else Dan, what's his name, probably wouldn't be president anymore. Yeah, you can't go out.
We don't have presidents.
You can't go out there and stick spears in deers. Why? Because deers aren't close by, even though we do have the occasional kanga, right?
Yes.
But butchering it, I'm sure you'd have to get a permit, and that would cost you a lot more money than the meat would. But in Australia, the whole thing of like, okay, what do I want to feel good? I want to feel good about being a man. Loving husband, loving teacher, loving puppy dad. We didn't have puppies back then. But I wanted to feel what I would feel with those two primary states, loving husband, loving teacher. Like, what would I feel at the end of the day? Satisfied with having taught, satisfied having, rubbed and scrubbed, carried some shit in, that kind of thing. So we do have a Neville Goddard quote coming up, but we're going to go way back up to the top of the page, and then we'll go way to the bottom.
All right.
Poor Victoria has to do all that.
So, way up to the top was, once you imagine your wish fulfilled, is this what you're wanting me to do? Do you forget it?
I forget what the problem is. See, by imagining the wish fulfilled, that whole process is forgetting about the pain, even if it's there. To the point where what haunts the mind, what floods me, is that satisfaction. So I don't forget. I forget what the reaction, the symptomology. I can't remember that because I had a great day. What's the next bit?
Or do you have to imagine continually and act as if it were true?
Continually, to me, implies I hurt, so I have to imagine not hurting. I have to lay in bed and imagine hauling firewood. Yeah, a lot of people, they have insomnia because they do that. They in bed and they have insomnia because they're imagining what they're going to be doing the day ahead or before or behind or something like that. So, not a fan of insomnia. But, and what was that last bit?
And act as if it were true, right? Until it materialized.
I could air type all day, right? I could act as if I carried firewood in. I ain't going to heat the fucking place, right? The whole thing of acting as if, any faking it till you making it, acting as if, here's what happens. You walk outside and you see a big ass pile of wood. If I would feel like shit because I can't carry any, that's just going to reinforce not carrying any. On the other hand, if I look at that firewood and go, oh, let me grab a couple. If that's my response, that's coming from a state. You'll notice if you've shifted, if your responses actually shift. And now Victoria's going to read us a Neville Goddard quote so she can do all sorts of more editing.
Yay, okay.
I just love this girl.
He provides for me. Okay. And so the Neville Goddard quote goes, if a man fails to fully impress upon himself the fact that he now has that which heretofore he desired to possess, he will continue to desire it, and therefore he will not be mentally at rest or satisfied.
Now, Victoria, whenever you do the editing, all you got to do is really just put down, be mentally at rest or satisfied. So you can skip that first bit.
Thanks, babe.
Oh, I love this girl.
So I've got to remember that bit, and I've got to remember Alessandra's The Power of Forgetting.
Yeah, that's right. Okay. Right. Remember, the doors for Dream Driven Day are open for November. Sign up now, don't wait. 3 out of 30 seats are gone. I sent out 5 emails. Do some math, right?
Do you want me to continue with the quote?
Yes, I do. I'm subliminally sneaking it in for those who have insomnia, right?
Oh, okay.
Right, subliminally.
If, on the other hand, he succeeds in making this conscious adjustment, so that upon emerging from the period of silence, or his subjective 6 days of work.
That's the symbology, by the way.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean you have to do it for 6 days.
Yeah. He knows by his feeling that he has the thing desired. Then he automatically enters the Sabbath, or the period of mental rest.
So every night I'd enter the Sabbath. I'd just lay there in the feeling of I am just really content with what I fucking got done today. My typing, excellent. My articles that are riddled with all sorts of creative spelling and use of punctuation. Oh my God! Like I'm just so happy with what I accomplished. Right?
Yeah.
I brought in some firewoods. Right? I even point them out to her when she comes home. Right? Say, Victoria,
look at that.
Look at me. Look at me. Look at that. Look at that. Look at me. Look at that. Look at me. Look at that. Right? You got to get her attentions sometime. # attentions. But at the end of the day, And this is the cool thing. Then he automatically enters the Sabbath or the period of mental rest. This explains the amnesia, right? I don't know, like how many times, how many months. I don't know. Like, I honestly don't know. All I know is at some point it entirely was forgotten by me. And this is the big thing. I forgot to do my sessions. I forgot to have pain. Right? I forgot because I was so immersed in doing my thing, right? That I totally forgot to hurt.
Yeah.
Galaxy, it just happens. Yeah, and there's the thing. My dream-driven day, hauling in some firewood. My dream-driven day, doing some geeking, right?
Yeah.
Some typing, geeking, being creative, right? And just totally forgetting that, oh yeah, I'm hurt. Again, it's not walking around saying I am statements. That's another thing. It's not walking around saying I am pain-free. I'm pain-free. I mean, no one does that. I hear Victoria doing that never. Right? And it doesn't mean she's in pain. You get it? What are you doing? I am gardening, right? Now she will say I'm coming, right? That's just what coming. It's like no, you're not. Right. That means I got 10 minutes till she gets here, right? I'm coming.
Until I see something else.
Right?
Yeah.
Coming for her is a very fractalized experience, right? This is a straight line. This is Victoria coming to lunch in a straight line. I love that girl.
It's true.
It's true. True that. And so with all that in mind, Victoria, I'm going to hand the talking stick
with all that in mind, what we
you.
want to know is tell us what was your hashtag strawberry bits.
Oh my God.
And my hashtag strawberry bit was, yes, actually remembering when you said to me, I don't remember when my elbows last hurt.
Yeah, totally.
Actually, in the past, 20 said that to me.
Right, yeah.
And, yeah.
It's
lovely.
true. I forgot. I just forgot. I can tell you, it's really cool because there are points where you get, when there's a shift, that you forget what the old you was like, what the old day was like. It just suddenly, it's like, I wouldn't do that. Get a job.
Yeah.
Right? Could you imagine her as an employee now?
No.
She used to be. When I met her, she was
a very good employee, an obedient one.
She was
I don't
a good
think
girl.
was here.
Yeah. Then I showed up, and we just did the old corruption game.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah. So, what was your hashtag strawberry bit, babe?
It's funny because it's wild to me because I got this email a couple days ago. And it was like yesterday or whatever, I sent a little back saying, hey, I'm going to do this on this show, right? And then I came back from the dog park because here's the thing, right? Here's how this fucking works. So, of course, I get up this morning, I imagine a great show. Cool, right? I nail it. And then there comes a point where I'm going, I don't even have a clue what I'm going to fucking run with this with because there's so many ways I can run with any particular thing, right? And then I sit down and I got these 2 private messages. Right? And it's like, these 2 private messages give me exactly the grit that I want for today's show. So you guys that sent me the messages, you guys played your part in helping me nail today's show. So that to me is the cool thing because I had to actually forget, I don't know what I'm going to say. I remembered I'm having a great show,
right.
but I also had to forget that I don't know what I'm going to say.
Yeah.
And when I forget I don't know what I'm going to say, I sit down in my chair and it's like, yo, double T. Look at this. Boom, my ammo. So that's what I got. The whole power of forgetting. I had to forget something, and there we go. Shit.
Very cool.
All right.
So, they were our strawberry bits.
Yes.
Hashtag strawberry bits. While
Yes.
you type in yours, go to freeneville.com.
221 email Sue.
To random goodness.
That's right.
Join our 90-day adventure at manifestingmasterycourse.com.
You know why?
What's it costing you not to do it?
Yeah, it's like $1 a day, all that stuff. But remember, very importantly, right now, if you went in Triple D starting in October, the date is on the site, by the way, dreamdrivenday.com. Go there right now. You can get in literally for like half price. Like retail price is $9.97. You can get in for $4.97. Oh, that's a lot of money. Yeah, not really, right? But seriously, you want to play with us? 30 people, 30 days, private Facebook group, 3 group calls, all that good shit. DreamDrivenDay.com. Go there today. Look it through. Boom. And
Cool.
boom.
And for refunds, visit our YouTube channel, feelitrealfun.com.
That is the rightness. Everyone said it shall prevail. But not double T. 20 forgot like all the other dumb shit. And it all went away. Bye, dumb shit. It's like when the dog takes a shit at the park. And
And you just forget.
And someone says, hey, your dog took a shit. I said, ain't mine.
Ain't your shit, ain't your dog. Oh, I don't know.
But you got to say, in Australia, we use the letter H a lot. Like we talk about herbs.
Herbs.
Yeah,
yes.
we have herbs.
Not herbs.
Yeah, we don't have herbs. We have herbs, right?
Exactly.
And whenever the dog shits and you use that amazing power of forgetfulness, you go, it ain't mine. And they go, hain't. And you just leave. You come back an hour later, they're still like staring. Hain't. All right.
So now, are we doing a show tomorrow as well as, do you think? Or what's
What
happening?
is tomorrow? Tomorrow's Wednesday?
Yeah.
Yes, tomorrow is a show day.
Oh, what? Because I was that podcast to you, that guy.
No, that's not tomorrow. No,
Okay, cool.
Yeah, tomorrow night's my thing with Mikey.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
the top secret thing where we're